And welcome back to another video. This is going to be something interesting. This is not a walkthrough. This is my tarot collection and oracle collection. I have got a lot more than what I thought I did. Some of them are dusty because these are decks I want to work with more. But I took a break for about a year to do other things. So we're going to go over all my tarot decks here because this is an insane amount of tarot decks. I didn't think I had this many tarot decks, but I do. So I'm not going to show too many cards. I've got the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. This is by Lo Scarabeo. I'll show a couple cards on screen. That's the title card. There we go. This is a Rider-Waite based deck. I'm going to have to organize these all when I go to do the walkthrough. So I'll show a couple here and there because this is a lot of cards. A lot of decks. So that's the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Very, very cool little deck. So if I want to Rider-Waite Smithville, I can go with that. And then I picked up, and then this has been in my collection for a while, the Wheel of Fortune Tarot. I think the artwork in here is very beautiful. If I can open it. Love the backs on this, and I love the artwork. You do have to use a tarot deck for or tarot book with this, but there's the backs. And look at the cards. Absolutely fantastic cards. It's a watercolor artwork. Show one more. See if I can't find, oh, look at this tarot card. Look at the tarot card. Very beautiful. This is one of my most beautiful decks I've got. There is a black platinum kind of gilding on them. So this is one of my favorite decks. And then I've already done walkthroughs of these, so I won't show them, but here's the Occult Tarot and the Angel Tarot. I've already done walkthroughs of those, so if you want to go check that out, definitely do so. Then here's my next favorite tarot deck, the Naked Heart Tarot. This has got some beautiful artwork. It does come with a nice little book, and it does come with a crystal grid. Show some artwork of this. Absolutely beautiful deck. I love this deck. Show you the Two of Cups here, and the Moon. And then here's the Two of Cups. I'll do a walkthrough of that eventually. Let's put the cards back in. Oh, I forgot to show the backs. Here's the backs of those. Put those back in there. That's the Naked Heart Tarot. And then here's the Lightseers Tarot. I'll show one card of this, but here's some of the cards on the back. Because it's actually a deck that I'm working with right now as card of the day. This wasn't card of the day. This was yesterday's card of the day. I didn't do today's card of the day. I've been getting a lot of love cards, which is kind of weird because I'm not in a position for relationships, but you just never know. Sometimes the cards just... I think it's the way I'm feeling, or the way I want to be feeling. Next up, oh, this is a favorite, and it's all my decks are so dusty, and I don't know why. The Gothic Tarot. I absolutely love this deck. I even got the companion guide for this. It is so good, and I edged this in black, so this isn't the way the deck would come. And there's a little booklet in there. Here's the King of Swords. Let me see if I can find another. Let me see if I can find a major. Here's the full. It does have some sheen to it. It is glossy. And then here's the backs. So not really reversible. And then there's the edging that I done. One of my favorite decks. Of course, you gotta put the book with the card in order to get them back in. As I fiddle with trying to get them back in. So yeah, that's the Gothic Tarot. That was the Gothic Tarot by Joseph Vargo. Let's see here. The next deck I have is Murder of Crows. Show a couple cards here. Here's the backs. The backs are interesting. Now I'll show a couple cards here. It's got its gothy style to it. Here's the Two of Cups. And it does have a glossy sheen to it. Let's see if I can find a major here. I think this is Justice. And it does come with a little booklet. So that was the Murder of Crows. And then my Soul deck, which is the Hush Tarot. I had to buy 2 decks because I ended up rolling over one of the I think this is it too. I ended up running over it with the chair. But here's some of the artwork. I absolutely love this deck. I'm going to show something else. Let's see here. And I will be doing a walkthrough of this deck. I was going to show a card that I love. I don't know if it's... This is one of them. This is the Star. It's got a death rebirth kind of theme to it. It is very beautiful. When I damaged the card, I was like, I have to replace this card. So I ended up buying another Hush Tarot to replace that card. But that is the Hush Tarot. I will do a walkthrough of that eventually. And then I have Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. It is a little pippy. So if you don't like pips, you're not going to like this deck. But I do enjoy this deck. There's the book. The backs are absolutely fantastic. I thought about edging this in black or purple. Here's a couple cards. Judgment. The Ace of Candles. So if you like Nightmare Before Christmas, you'll love this deck. There's the Sun. Trying to get back in there. I'm not showing too much on here because, like I said, I'm going to be doing walkthroughs of these. And then I have a Dark Angels Tarot. I'll show a couple cards. This is by Lo Scarabeo as well. Scarabeo. Here's the backs. Didn't care for the backs, but that's okay. I believe that's the World. There's a minor. I don't know if it changes. It does change colors on some of the cards, but that is the Dark Angel Tarot. And of course, I'm going to be fiddling to get this back in the box. And then the Wild Unknown Tarot. This was my first deck coming back into tarot reading. Absolutely love this deck. I used it so much. I don't know if it's going to show how much I've used this, but I've got bins in the binding from where I've read it so much. Great book. Great deck, to be honest. Comes with a tarot box. And they did make a mini version of this. I didn't get it. But there's the backs. Here's the High Priestess. Very beautiful cards. Very beautiful artwork. Absolutely love this deck. I'm going to have to read with it again. It's been so long since I've read with it. Put that back in the box. And then there will be one deck I won't show any cards on because I'm going to do a unboxing of it. So that is the Wild Unknown. We got so many tarot decks, it's not even funny. I've got the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is an absolutely fantastic deck. I absolutely love this deck. It does come with a spread cloth or spread paper. I don't use it. And then it comes in a 2-part box. I did put the extras. So there's the backs. That's what the backs look like. I did put these outside the box. Does come with a little booklet. Upside down. Here's the 5 of Wands. And then here's the Lovers. I'll show one more card. Very, very good deck. That was the last of my tarot decks that I have. Now it's getting stuff back in there. So the next deck I have is the Antique Magic Oracle. And there's what the cards look like. Absolutely love this deck. I will do a walkthrough of that. Very awesome deck. And then the next deck that I have here. Oops. Found a couple of my spells that I still need to put in my grimoire. Of course, I did a unboxing that had this in it. Between the Worlds. I will do an unboxing of this and a walkthrough. So stay tuned for that because I definitely want to dig into the book. And this is by Monica Berdisky. I definitely butchered that last name. But she makes Shadow Tarot and Shadow Lenormand. I definitely want those. And then the next deck is Into the Lonely Woods by Lucy Cavendish. This is another very awesome deck. I don't like the card size because they're a little bit big for me, but the artwork just makes up for it. It's an absolutely beautiful deck. It's an absolutely beautiful deck. I absolutely love this deck. So here's the backs. It's definitely really chunky card stock here, or I mean cardstock and card size wise. I'll show a couple cards here. I'll show one more card. Very beautiful deck. I want to get the other deck that matches this. That's an Oracle deck I would love to get. Still haven't put it on my list. I got to put it on my list. But that was Lonely and Into the Lonely Woods. Very beautiful Oracle deck. That is my Oracle and Tarot deck collection. What do you think about my collection? It's not the biggest collection. I know there's big collections out there, but I got a decent amount of tarot decks. And you don't need this many tarot decks to be able to do tarot. You only need one or two, and that's it. You really don't need that many decks. I have got a bunch of divination tools that I use. So let me know if you want to see that. I might do a video on that. Because I got a bunch of stuff that I use for divination. I might show all the divination tools I use. But that is my collection. I hope you all enjoyed the collection. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any of these decks in your collection, let me know in the comments below what you think of them. And if there's any decks that you really want to see a walkthrough of, let me know in the comments below as well, and I'll try to move that to the front of the line. And then if you want to share this video, be my guest. And if you haven't already, it is 100% free to do so. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, and turn on all notifications so you see all the content that I release. You have a blessed day or night whenever you're watching this video. Thanks for watching. The Gothic Farmer, out.